Giant Asian mantis is growing like crazy and we definitely need to make a new enclosure for it. If you are noticing something odd regarding this camera angle, I accidentally left a wide angle lens at home, so I only have this lens and I need to use it now. So the field of view is a bit narrower and also the camera is a bit further away, so audio might be a bit quieter. But that's the reason for it. So we will make new enclosure for this mantis. I will also update you on snails and also on those blue dead faint beetles. I think that's the common name. The ones that pretend that they are dead, usually. That will be in this video, and before we start it, I have one question for you. It is actually not from me, it is from my friend. And he asked me if I can ask all of you if someone got one book. The book is called For the Love of Cockroaches, Husbandry, Biology and History of Pet and Feeder Blatodea. He's looking for that book, and if someone got it for sale cheaply, he would really appreciate it. And also he asked me to ask if someone in Europe got pink roaches for sale. The Latin name is Gina Capucina. Gina Capucina, I guess. There will be his email in the description, so make sure to hit him up if you got some information for him. Let's carry on. So the mantis is currently kept in this way too small enclosure. It is molting. It is really already out. It is molting really fast, much faster than I expected. Look at it. Oh, we need light. You see how big it is, and it was tiny like this when I got it. Maybe like this, and now it's like huge. The molt is in here. Here is the molt. Here is the awesome mantis. Look how cool they are. And it should grow really huge. I mean, already is really big, but even bigger than this. Much bigger. Hey, what up? Yeah, hi. Mantis are really awesome pets. Although camera got hard time. Oh, you see the jump? Really cool jump. For some reason camera got really hard time tracking the mantids. It is hard for the camera to focus correctly, usually. And close up. Hello. Okay, you now go here while we set up your enclosure. There. You will dictate how we will do that stuff. So I have this old enclosure. I prepared the background as usual. I always do that. This is actually the first arboreal enclosure that I made. You see, it got that outdated and not really practical style of front door, the sliding door that I don't really like. And the glass is way too thick for this enclosure, but I asked the glassman how thick the glass should be and he told me 6 centimeters, I mean millimeters. While in reality 4 is more than enough for enclosure of this size. Even 3 would be enough. So we have this enclosure, background. We will put some twigs inside so mantis can hang and molt and do her own business. Something like, I will put it here, yeah, like that. So I need to break this. Let's see if it's too big. Yeah, it is a bit too big. And I will just poke it in the background. That. So that's one twig and this will be the other one. There. I think that will be more than enough for molting. Now I would also like to use a plant, but I'm not sure if it will obstruct the enclosure too much. We will see once we put the substrate. Ooh, actually I forgot, I should make a drainage layer. I didn't prepare that, just a moment. Mantis is cleaning. At least I have clay balls prepared. Oops. To repeat once again, the purpose of drainage layer is to collect the excess of moisture from the substrate. That way the substrate won't go bad when you water it too much. And this mesh is to divide the substrate from the drainage layer, of course. You don't want your substrate falling in the clay balls. If you don't have clay balls, you can easily use gravel or anything similar. Here. Now to see if we can fit this plant. Might be a bit too big. Yeah, definitely, but I can easily cut the unwanted parts. There, nice. A bit more substrate of really messy. But that's the idea, you see? And of course, leaf litter. It is shaping up nicely. And final part, the springtails. To eat the bad stuff, the bad and nasty decomposing stuff. That's it, the enclosure is ready. Looking sharp, I would say. Well, let's add the mantis. Hey, come on my hand. I love how they are so easily handleable. That's also the thing that I love about them. Yeah, that's your enclosure. Don't go out. Go over there. There you go. Do you like it? You have a lot of places to hang around. What do you say? Would you maybe want one worm to eat in your new enclosure? I have some mealworms ready. This will be her first meal since the molt, if she accepts it. Hello. Do you want a worm? Oh. Yeah, she wants it definitely. Nice. Good appetite. Enjoy it. Whoa. This worm is having a bad day. Definitely a bad day. At least it's starting from its head, so it won't suffer for long. But I'm so amazed how fast it's growing. That is really crazy. Also, you will see the snails. They are also growing super fast. Too bad that I don't have that other camera with me, because this camera is really not good with picking up the mantis. At least I have a feeling. It looks overexposed and I don't know, not entirely in focus. But our mission is successful. The mantis is rehoused into a brand new big enclosure. We will see how long it will last, because I think that once fully grown it will need a bigger enclosure, bigger than this, much bigger. Let's put you here and close the door. Watch your fingers. There, nice. Now we freed up this enclosure for some other animals. Snails first. I moved them in other box. This box, you see, it is not that much bigger, but it's more practical. Check the size. I think this one is the biggest, or maybe this one. Not sure, but you see they definitely doubled the size, almost tripled. At least this one. You can see that it is larger than these three. Yeah, it's obvious. So it is cool that you can almost daily see the progress, how they are growing, and they are usually really active, climbing around the enclosure, and I have 11 in total. These are all, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 11 of them. The snail gang. But I don't know what I will do once they get bigger, because I definitely can't keep all of them. Or maybe once I make the chameleon enclosure, I can put them in chameleon enclosure. Is that possible? They will definitely be too big for chameleon to be bothered with them, and since they are so slow, I don't think that chameleon will be stressed to have them in the enclosure. Do you have some information if that is possible? Let me know in the comments. Not just what you think, but if you know that, is it safe to mix chameleons with snails? Once they are bigger, of course. This size chameleon could probably eat them. And the last update of this video, the beetles. I think that I never showed them in the video after I unboxed them, so this will be probably the first time. So this is the setup. As you see, all I have is sand and a couple of cork barks. This dried moss is here just to make enclosure a bit more interesting, but you don't need it. And they are... oh, sorry. Under the cork bark. Will you now pretend to be dead? No, come on. It is really weird. Sometimes they pretend, and sometimes, like today and the time when I unboxed them, they didn't pretend. Will you pretend? Oh, he is pretending. I'm so dead. You should better leave me alone. I'm already decomposing and you will just hurt your tummy if you eat me. Dumb beetles. but they are really cool. I would like to have a bunch of them. Definitely more, because they're really easy to keep. You just keep them in the sand, you need some hides, and they eat the wide variety of food. They will eat dead roaches, worms, as you see. They will eat vegetables, fruits, whatever you give them, they will probably eat it. That's all that you need to know to keep these guys. Really awesome animal to start and get into the invertebrate hobby. Easy to keep, harmless, and also funny. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel even more, there's a Patreon page. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So see you again soon. Bye.